Hey guys! Okay, you have made it through the 6 days. It is now project day. Today is the day you're going to create your projects. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to present them. So try to make this a one-day deal. Okay, don't take too much time on this. Try to keep it within the 45 minutes, but also try to make it really good. I'm going to show you what I made. It only took me about 15 minutes, and my computer has been so slow dragging and moving things. My internet's been messing up. So this could definitely, and I was coming up with it on a whim and I kind of changed the story around. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But definitely what I'm about to show you could have been much better, would have been much better if I had more time to make you an example. But since we're all rushed and I'm getting these finished early due to Corona, and distance learning, yeah, I didn't have time to make you like an amazing one, but you'll get what I mean. So, you have a little bit of artistic freedom on these projects. Now, you just wrote the paper. I want you to come up with some sort of visual aid. If you are good at graphic design, by all means, you can make one portrait. It can be a collage, it can be just a picture representing a symbolic piece. Okay, so it can be one piece, it can be the whole thing, but you do have to go through um, and tell me the different parts of your story in addition to it. Meaning, if you pick one piece of symbolism from your story to focus on, let's say it's a rose. Let's say the rose is very symbolic in your story, and you paint me this wonderful picture of a rose. You're holding it up to the camera because tomorrow you'll present it. And you're going to tell me what the symbolic reasoning is behind, and then you're going to give me a rundown of your story. You're going to say, in the exposition, we kind of see this, and this happen. Rising action, this starts to happen. Climax, this happens. Falling action, this happens. Resolution or denouement, this is how my story ends. You're not going to read it word for word to me. Do not do that. I'm already going to read your fairy tales. But you are going to give us a short summary, and you have to break it up and list the 5 parts of plot to do so. Okay? Now, you may do that if you are not creating the rose. You don't have to draw me a picture. You don't have to paint me a picture. You do not have to graphic design, create your own rose. However, you cannot just pull up a clip art of a rose and say, that's it. Okay, you still have to do the other stuff in addition to that, and I don't want just one picture if it's not yours. Does that make sense? So I'm going to show you the sample I did, but again, this would probably get you a 70 in my class if these were complete sentences and actually told an original story. I made kind of my own rendition of Little Red Riding Hood to show you guys. Like I said, this will only take me about 15 minutes, okay? So it's short and sweet. It's not what it should be. But starting out, and I recommend this is how the majority of you make yours, on a slideshow that goes through and make it look nice. So the one thing I did do, I used pictures with transparent backgrounds, so you're not seeing, a gray box around this guy. He did have a gray box, but I made the background gray, and I found a tree that's not, so he could hide underneath it. So let me see if I can make, yeah, I want that to go away. Okay, so this is going too far. This is not the start of our story. And you see what I mean about it being really slow. Okay, Fairy Tale Project by Heather Hall. It says my name down there. This slide thing is not going to go away. There we go. It's right in front of, this just tells me I'm sharing my screen. I would just exit out of this so y'all can see, but the last time I did that is when it deleted the whole video because I could not get it to stop sharing. So I'm not going to do that. So you just have to deal with this annoying little white box down here. I'm sorry. Okay. Exposition. Little Red was walking through the forest. See, this one I didn't do a good job on. See, it's a white background and I put a gray background. That does not look good together. I would never turn that in for a project. Okay, I'm just showing y'all this. I would also use cool fonts right here, and you give a lot more detail than Little Red was walking through the forest. Or you could put just that, but you do a lot of explaining in your video. Okay? So whichever you want, but just know you have to explain the exposition fully. I want to know what the trees look like. I want to know what kind of forest. A happy forest, a dark forest, lots of creatures in it, lots of wolves. Okay. Rising action. She felt like she was being followed, but she walked to her grandma's house to give her some cookies anyway. And then you see her little wolf hiding in the tree, right? It's foreshadowing. Climax. Instead of being her grandma, she discovered it was actually the wolf in disguise trying to eat her delicious cookies she made for grandma. Little Red and the wolf came to an agreement. That was a little bit of artistic freedom. That's not in the original story, right? Falling action. Little Red gives Wolf the cookies, and he goes on his merry little way. Resolution denouement. Little Red decides to make cookies for Wolf every time she makes them for Grandma, and they become friends. Lots of artistic freedom, right? But I Googled Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf hugging, and there was actually quite a lot there. A lot of people have rewritten the story to be where some people, they like fell in love and it was Beauty and the Beast type story, and he like turned into a man, and then you know, and then some people just like made him best friends. Interesting. And normally I would make the background green to match this, right? And I put in some more detail. So I want more than just one picture. Like I said, this, if I went into good explanation and these were all complete sentences, this would be a 70. So make sure you need full explanations, more pictures than this, and make them look good. Okay, make this look quality, like you would if I put it on display for the whole school to see. You would not be embarrassed of it. Okay, try to make it like that. So that is what your background is going to be. You're going to record yourself either showing me the slideshow, or you can hold it and record yourself doing that. I will tell you how to record it and what to do it on tomorrow. Today, I just need you to focus on your project and the 5 parts of plot. Okay, email me, let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.